Pursuant to the rule, the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Collins, and the gentleman from Illinois, Mr. Davis, each will control 20 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Georgia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
And I ask that all members have 5 legislative days within which to revise and extend their remarks and include extraneous materials on the bill under which is now under consideration.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, it is with great joy to also at this point yield to my friend from Florida, Ms. Ros-Lehtinen, for her speaking on this important measure, and look forward to her remarks.
The gentlelady from Florida is recognized.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to thank Mr. Collins and especially Mr. Issa, the chairman of the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, as well as our ranking member, for approving this bill and for bringing it one step closer to its full consideration by the House today. This legislation would name a post office in my congressional district in Princeton, Florida, an area in the southern part of Miami-Dade County, after a local hero, a Marine Corporal Christian A. Guzman Rivera, who was killed by an IED, an improvised explosive device, while serving our country in Afghanistan. Christian was 21 years old and was killed in the western province of Afghanistan in a place called Farah by the enemies of freedom and democracy. Christian was born in the tropical island of Puerto Rico on December 3rd, 1987. 2 years later, he moved with his family to South Florida, where he attended our public schools and joined the junior ROTC at Homestead Senior High School. Previously a shy boy, Christian became a more confident young man through his leadership experience in JROTC. Upon graduation from Homestead High in 2006, he enrolled in Miami-Dade County's Fire Rescue Academy and graduated from the firefighter program. Christian also became a certified emergency technician, an EMT. But Christian, who was always dedicated to public service, also wanted to serve our country in our armed forces. His peers say that for Christian, becoming a Marine was not a spur-of-the-moment decision. It was his destiny. He knew it all along. As the proud wife of a Vietnam combat veteran who volunteered for service and was severely injured in battle, and as the stepmother of 2 Marine aviators, I'm familiar with this military calling. During a time when the United States was involved in wars in both Iraq and in Afghanistan, Christian volunteered for active duty service. He enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps. In May 2009, Christian was deployed to Afghanistan as a combat engineer attached to the 2nd Battalion, 3rd Marine Regiment. In Afghanistan, Christian excelled. He understood his duties and his responsibilities and carried them out to the best of his abilities. He was known to be one of the most dependable combat engineer Marines in the battalion. When his squad leader was wounded and hospitalized for a month, Christian stepped up and assumed his leadership role. Other Marines sometimes requested him specifically by name to accompany them on dangerous patrols. First Lieutenant Emming Liu, a former Marine Corps officer, said this about Christian A. Guzman Rivera. Senior explosive technicians thought of Christian as among the best combat engineers in the battalion. On August 6, 2009, Christian was killed while serving during Operation Enduring Freedom in Farah Province, Afghanistan. Christian made the ultimate sacrifice in liberty and democracy, the cornerstones of America's ideals. His military awards include the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal, the Purple Heart Medal, and the Combat Action Ribbon. 5 years have passed, and Christian was and still is deeply missed by close friends in South Florida, by fellow Marines who had the privilege of serving with him, and a close-knit family who could never replace the void left in their lives. He is survived, loved, and remembered by his mother, Velma, a wonderful lady, by his wonderful stepdad, Felix, his brother, Jonathan, Uncle Chris and Aunt Rebecca, and Vilma, and grandmother Carmen, cousins, and friends who have endured great pain, remembering Christian sacrifice in the name of country and honor. Mr. Speaker, Christians' brave service exceeded all measures of selflessness and devotion to our country, and I encourage my colleagues to honor Corporal Christian Guzman's memory and support this bill. I am proud to name the Corporal Christian A. Guzman Rivera Post Office Building after our local hero who courageously sacrificed his life in the line of duty so that we can enjoy the freedom that makes our wonderful country so special. Christian is deserving of our continuous praise and gratitude, and I am humbled in presenting this bill to my colleagues, and I pray that our good Lord will continue to give strength to Christian's family. I thank the gentleman for yielding. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman from Illinois.